Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome to the Sports Entertainment and Drinks Podcast. I am one of four of the hosts, LV. Waiting for the other guys to pop in. So as of now, what's going on? As you know, if you don't know, we're doing it every 2 week thing now, where we're streaming every 2 weeks. A little slow for us as far as the things we like to talk about, and by being close to summertime, kids out of school, we do it every 2 weeks, so we make sure that we get the family time in too. So that's really the gist of it, was just making sure we had time, to spend with our families and do this, because we all work full time. We all have full time jobs, so make sure we get the time in with the family. Like me yesterday, did a lot of running around. After I got off work, I had to drop my son off at home, and then I had to coach a baseball team, which is the East End Prep 6 and under baseball team. I would say T-ball, but we don't use a team anymore, unless we absolutely have to. Um, and we haven't played in over a week because of the rain we've been getting down here in Nashville. So we finally got to play some games yesterday, and our kids came out. The bats were swinging. We won 11-2, which was great to see them take off like they did, because we needed that. I didn't know how this would come out, have not played over a week and a half. So they enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. Um, but in between time, I'm waiting on the other guys to pop in. Um, well, I guess I can kick it off with what I'm drinking on. I'm drinking on just some light tequila, heavy juice with it. I'm not drinking too much today. Just a little bit of tequila. Like I said, if you just tuned in, the other guys are popping in soon. But I guess we can get into. So we have a Madden league with the guys on the podcast. Pretty competitive. I don't know how many you guys, or ladies or gentlemen, play Madden. But we are really, really into it. It's really competitive. Um, it's really been keeping our attention span. Like it's kind of hard to find games to keep your attention, especially with so many things being out. New Talk and
Hey, what's going on, man?
commissioner of the league. And, just our man, I'm just trying to keep, just talking a little about the Mat League while we're waiting for the guys to pop in, man. Our commissioner right here, who's can't lie, we did 2 straight sessions, and it's been pretty successful. Well, 4 seasons on the first one, with the first one being Sim.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
currently on our second go around.
yeah.
The
We're trying
first one
to
was a fantasy.
right.
This one we're using actual roster, is trades unlimited.
Yeah,
3 trade limit is tough.
yeah. It is.
You
It
don't
is.
realize until after you get into it and the injuries pop up, and you're like, oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
it's been fun. It's been fun,
yeah,
competitive. A lot of trash talking.
yeah.
That's true, man. A lot of trash talking. Uh, you
Yo,
know,
must be
our
something about
commissioner.
Madden.
What is that?
You got something about Madden right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you can, Trill, turn your mic up a little bit. We can barely hear you. But yeah, so the commissioner is a 2 time champion. I got one in. I got one in early before everybody really got their rosters together. I got one in there, so I can say that. Trill is our current. He came up short in the last Super Bowl before we switched over to our new league.
Yeah,
Uh, but man, it's been fun. It's been fun.
yeah,
That's what we've been on it. Like 2K was our game. It still is, but it's Madden thing that took over, man. It's where we
yeah.
got work.
Definitely took up.
Play your game, get it in, so we can move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I was just kind of keep people occupied until we got in here, man. Talking about a little bit of the league, man. What y'all got to speak on it?
Oh man, it's just it's fun, man. It feels like an actual real league. It's so many storylines behind each team. A lot of rival stuff going on, but man, it's been a blast. I recommend anyone that play Madden definitely get into an online Madden league. It's even more fun with people you know. A
I
lot of
mean,
trash talk.
we're getting trash talking from people don't understand where the beef is coming from, but it's a beef, nonetheless. Uh, but yeah, what you think about Trill?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
All right. Man, it's been hella competitive. A lot of shit talking, which I love. You know what I'm saying? It's been fun, especially like you said, you know, you do it with people you know. That's the most important thing, you know what I'm saying? You talk your shit with your homies, you know what I'm saying? And you really take time to get your team right. So it's been dope, man. It's been real fun.
yeah, definitely. But I think we in what week 12 of this of our new one, and shoot,
Yeah,
it's no clear cut favorite right now. I mean, you know,
yeah, that's
the
true.
outsider has a favorite. We have our resident Stephen A. Smith who pops in and gives his takes. Uh, you know, good or bad, he's gonna give us our takes. But man, I guess we can jump right into I don't know if you guys checked. I know the biggest one of the biggest things from last week. We got a couple of NFL things to talk about. Was the schedule. The schedule was one of the big thing, man. And I had it up here. I just had it up here. Let me see if I can find it again. 23. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the schedule for us. While you guys get ready. Shoot. So for the Lions, we got some big games off rip, man. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm scared. Big games early,
Yeah.
man. We got we kick off with Seattle. Seattle comes back to us. Atlanta, Green Bay. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that. Wait, is this year's schedule? Yeah, it is your schedule. Yeah. I guess it ain't that bad. Green Bay, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, Vegas on Monday night. I think our backhand is more tougher. The Chargers, Bears, Packers. I don't know. Oh, never mind. You know what? I think
It don't
Devin.
sound too bad. It
I
don't
don't.
sound too bad.
I, I don't know what I was thinking about. If we play you guys again, of course. I don't think this is. I could be
You
looking
looking
at
at
the
the
wrong
wrong
thing.
schedule?
I think I am. I think I am. I don't think we play y'all this year. But y'all can speak on the Cowboys schedule and anything that popped up, uh, jumped off the paper for you guys. I know the Eagles probably is one of them, but other than that, what y'all looking like?
It's gonna be dope to see the Cowboys go against Josh Allen in December. That's one of the games I got circled. We open up against the Giants, of course, NFC rival. That's always gonna be a good game.
right.
I think we also got New England coming up too this year. I think they actually coming to Jerry World this time around. You know, we went up there to the league a couple of years back, so they probably get to come to AT&T Stadium and face the Cowboys. That's gonna be dope too.
Yeah,
Overall, I see us winning 12 games. Just kind of tallying everything up. I see us winning about 12-5. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to win the division because I know us and the Eagles gonna be neck and neck all year long. So, but we'll see. We'll see. But I got the Cowboys going 12-5 to win the AFC stand up.
yeah. I mean, our first 6 games are pretty tough, man. I see our schedule's looking a little tough. We start off with the Giants on Monday night. Then after that, we got to play the Jets, then Arizona, the Patriots, San Francisco, the Chargers. So I mean, right there, I mean, we could be 1-5, or 3-3, or 5. It's a tough schedule. You can't really call any of those games right there. So I heard that overall that we had the fourth toughest schedule in the NFL, and that Philadelphia has the toughest schedule in the NFL. So it looked like the Eagles are gonna have a tough hill to climb, but we're not too far behind them, man. Later on, we got that Seattle game, then that Buffalo, Miami. Um, then after that, let's see, Washington. Yeah, I mean, so anything can really happen, man. Anything can happen, but our schedule's pretty tough. Pretty tough schedule. Not even including our division games. Our division's going to be tough again, as always, going up against the Giants. They revamped. Also, the Eagles, of course, got better with the All Georgia team. And then we got the Commanders. They got the new offensive coordinator down there from the Chiefs. So that's going to be interesting. And then the Giants. Giants made a lot of key acquisitions. So outside of the division games, it's going to be a tough road. It's going to be a tough road for the Cowboys. But I think we got the team built to do it, but it's definitely gonna be a tough. Like if we go around 9-8, I wouldn't be surprised, man, because you never know what can happen with injuries. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a tough schedule. It's a tough schedule, man. And if Dak come back with that interception stuff, you definitely not gonna win more than about 7 games if he come back playing like that on this schedule.
I also, I mean, when I'm going looking at the schedule, and then of course looking at, can y'all still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Really good.
All right, so we gotta think about that defense, Nucho. That defense is gonna be improved with that boy Mozzie, first round draft pick. You know, our issue was we couldn't stop the run.
Right.
And, you know, we're bringing him in. I think that's going to benefit a whole lot. I think that's going to help the defense. Of course, the defense is going to help the offense. Offense is going to help the defense. So I think we'll be all right. I know the first 5-6 games look tough, but I think we'll be all right. We can stop the run.
Yeah, definitely.
The NFC East is going to be the division to watch for again. I mean, you guys, for better or worse, the eyes is always on that division. But I did have the right schedule. I'll have to double check. So we do play you guys again. We actually come back to y'all towards the end of the year. I don't know what it is about Lions and Cowboys. I don't like it.
We always kind of played each other. It seemed like every other year. Like I always, we always have some games against the Lions, man, for some reason.
You always seem to get the best of it. But yeah, we got we opened up with the Seahawks. And then we got the Falcons, the Packers with Jordan Love, his first year. Then go against Mini Me out in Carolina.
In a way, for Detroit, it kind of feels like this is y'all year to take over that division. Y'all pretty much have the most. Go ahead.
I'm still worried about these teams. We never can count the Vikings out, especially against us. No matter how good Cousins is,
good too.
I was about to say Bears. I was about to say them next. The Bears, I think they swept us. Well, we went 1-1, and then one we lost was Justin Fields took over. Now he got another weapon.
Clay.
Yeah. Then they got
DJ Moore, Claypool. Yeah.
So
they have another year with Claypool.
Yep. I think losing Montgomery might be a little tough. To have that steady back, but hey, I'm worried about them, and I'm worried about the Vikings because no matter what you say about Kirk Cousins, he could be bad, but he always has a game.
He just got another weapon with Jordan Addison.
You know what I'm saying he is, and
he just got another weapon.
About Dalvin Cook, you see, it took Dalvin Cook off.
Oh yeah. Dalvin Cook got it there.
Dalvin Cook got it released before June 1st. I think they said.
Hey, come to Dallas, Cook.
So we got them. We got the Packers, Panthers, Buccaneers with their new quarterback situation, Ravens, Raiders. So we can look. I can see us if we start off strong, how we ended last season. I can see us getting 10 to 11 wins, especially that first stretch gonna be crucial. We can't lose games we shouldn't lose, which is always what we do. But yeah, I just look just a little bit of NFL before we jump right into the NBA. But anything else I want to talk about NFL wise before we move on to?
Nah, yeah.
All right. Obviously
Zeke is still a free agent. Zeke is still a free agent.
He's gonna get picked up. I think right before training camp. Probably right after. He's probably chilling. He know he's gonna get picked up by somebody. The biggest topic of the week. It was the final. The playoffs. It was the lottery, but people are still talking about your boy, John Morant, man. I don't know, man. I have a couple of injuries. I have to sit back and watching, the professionals talk about their pick. I think JJ Redick had some good points.
He did.
Shannon Sharp always goes. He cuts a little deep with his comments. At the end of the day, man, you got to know who you are and what you represent, man. Like we talked about last time. All these kids in my school, they don't care about LeBron James. They care about Ja. Ja is their guy. They walk around with his jerseys. The shoes came out. Seeing all the little kids with the J's when they came out. They're growing dreads because of him. Like, you got to know what you represent.
Yeah.
And, I don't think it was that big of a deal, but coming off what you just came off, come on, man. The circle. Why y'all always pick up something when you on live. And why you got it? Why your boy got to be on live every time you in a situation where you look
I'm,
crazy?
I'm starting to question if his homies really the police.
Man,
Like,
two times?
like
One
what's the
time, like, all right,
deal?
my bad, bro. But 2 times? Come on, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like you
Yeah.
said, like the kids, they're not worrying about LeBron. I mean, they all focus on it's either Ja, and of course, people, they're going for Steph Curry as well.
Oh
But
yeah,
the younger generation, they love Ja Morant. I mean, just because he got the look, you know what I'm saying? He's dunking over every and everybody on the court. So you got to be the example. You got to be a role model at the end of the day. Like that's your responsibility as an NBA player. Like
Right.
you got to know your surroundings. You got to know, who you around, and then you would think, this just happened. You just got caught with a gun. Like it's so fast after. Like, bro, you starting to be on Pac-Man Jones level at this point, dog.
man.
Like
Right.
you got to settle
Right.
down, man. You got to be the example, man. You can't be doing that shit, dog.
Right. I think I don't think having a gun is as bad as the settings that he's at when he has the weapons. I think that if Ja was out shooting at the gun range and he posted some pictures, would nobody have a problem with it? He inside the strip clubs throwing up little pistols. He's inside. It was funny because they said his guns got bigger. He was inside the car. The gun looked a lot bigger than the first one. So I think it's more of the. I don't think the gun so much is the problem. I just think it's the settings, the club. You're in the neighborhood chilling, or just seem like you're riding around the streets with pistols on you. So what kind of example is that given to the kids? When I first saw the video, I didn't see the gun. It was until it slowed down and somebody enhanced that you was able to see that he was with the gun. So I wonder if the homie maybe seen it and got cautious and tried to throw it down fast, or it
That's
just happened
exactly
so
what
quick.
happened.
Yeah,
That's
it happened
exactly
quick
what
enough
happened.
that even the NBA said that they had to make sure that it was authentic. They had to make sure that the video was a real video. But on Ja behalf, man, I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing that y'all haven't heard or anybody following the situation. He just got to do better. He gotta get better, man. And like, hey, I heard somebody say, man, go take him to the hood for 60 days, man. Take him to the hood, get him some ops, get him a baby mama, put him in the hood for
He
60
act like
days
he
to
want
see
to
how
live that
bad he want to
lifestyle
be a part
again.
of it,
He act
man.
like that's the lifestyle he want to live.
Right,
Like,
right,
bro, at the end of
right,
the day, if I'm Ja, like, if I'm gonna be with my homies, like, bro, don't go on live. Not while
right,
I'm here. You know what I'm
right,
saying? It's like his homies got something to prove. Like, shit, we with Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? Ja in the
yeah,
car with us.
yeah,
Like, bro,
yeah,
like if I'm Ja and y'all hanging with me, y'all not going on live. Put your phones
right,
up. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, chill out.
And
But
it's the thing that I really hate. My bad, Viz. But the
no, no,
thing
no,
that
no,
I just really hate that at this age, I learned at a very young age. Watch the company you keep around you. Just watch the people you keep around you. If everybody ain't on the same thing you on, then you gotta part ways with them. But it's just
Facts.
it's amazing that John's 23. He's a young man, but he's old enough that he still doesn't get that concept, man. And we've watched many NBA people that we know superstars that handle themselves the right way. Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, so somebody needs to reach out to him. I wish like a LeBron James type figure or Kawhi, someone like that could reach out to him and
but
kind of explain something.
but you know how the young dudes is. I don't need you old heads telling me how to live my life. You already know
It's
that's.
tough.
I said
It's tough.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's his mentality, but you know
right,
that's how it is. Like, what you gonna tell me? And then I see the comparisons that Trill sent us some stuff about the Chris Kaman stuff and him holding the ARs and all that.
right,
Get that, but Chris Kaman was never the face of the league. He never had his own signature shoe.
Exactly.
no,
You got to know who you are.
right,
You are John Moran. You literally one of the faces of the NBA. Like
If not
right,
the face.
you already missed out on 40 million. Like that'll
right,
wake you up. Then you do it again. Like you said, your boys around you. You should be able to go on live with your homies
right,
and not pull out. What are you pulling it out for? You pull it out.
right. Now, if we saw a video of Chris Kaman in the woods, listening to corn, smoking, drinking, and shooting pistols, Yeah, we're gonna look at it different. We're gonna look at it different. Then we gonna raise the eyebrow like, what came in on over there, man? That's how John's
crazy,
looking,
bro.
man.
Not corn in the
That
forest.
fool said corn.
What you
Oh
on, Kevin?
man. Well, would you know? Because like,
Yeah.
would you really look like Cam? Oh, that's Chris Cam. You know, the long shaggy hair. You don't know when he's bald one day, hair
It
long
just
one
looks
day.
a lot more suspicious, man. It looks a lot more suspicious. You
but
got the NBA young boy and the Pistols mix, man. Every time that young boy come on, y'all gotta grab something, man.
hey, what
the
did Kwame
music is
call him?
powerful, man.
What did Kwame Brown call him? NBA dumb boy.
Dumb boy.
Yeah, dumb boy,
Yeah,
man.
dumb boy.
He said, "You stupid. He
Kwame
said, you
Brown,
just another dude that could jump high."
But it's real though, man.
Yeah,
You got all
man.
these brothers telling you, man. Like, you know, I appreciate Jalen Rose for trying. You know, like you said, if somebody reach out to him, Jalen Rose tried, and then this is the result. And it's like JJ Reddick said, it's not the worst thing in the world. The guy shouldn't go to jail. He shouldn't be punished for life. But you gotta know who you are, man. Like you.
Yeah, we're not giving up on Ja.
No. I don't think nobody's giving up.
We ain't giving up on him.
You gotta do better.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get cut. They're not gonna release him.
No.
You gotta. But you gotta.
Yeah, because we all know the path that they take you down, man.
They will. They will move on. The game will move on without you. You're not.
Oh, the game. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but we know the path that takes you down. The Plaxicos.
Yeah.
The Plaxicos, the Pac-Man Jones. Like we know, it's not all good.
Comparison because he's a talented guy, man. Like he's easily top 5, top 10, whoever we talk to in the league.
Right.
That's
at 23, coming from a small school. He reminded me with his swagger, the way he trying, he changed the culture again.
Yeah.
It's like when Iverson came in with the braids, the tattoos, do things my way.
He can really take over a game. He can really take over a game at 6'3", at 6'3" in the NBA. Special kid. He's special. He's special.
Like we just said, the game will pass you by, man. Chill. I understand what Chris came and did with the ARs. You're John Morant, man. Like you special. Chris came in journeyman, a couple of seasons. I think he had an all-star appearance, I think.
Right.
I think he did, yeah.
He had a couple of years he was nice. Chris Kaman was nice. He wasn't a bum, but you're not John Morant.
LA Clipper, Chris Kaman was nice, yeah.
All right. So you gotta do better, man. Get a new circle or something, man. Something got to switch. It's twice in the last 5 months. On to the draft last night, the draft lottery. Spurs, they won. I mean, after the number 1 pick, who and it's funny because who was the guy from Houston? I guess they were showing the teams in the draft order, and Houston came at number 4. And what's his name? The young boy. He was like, yes. Like he was happy that Houston won number 1. The dude from Houston, like, oh, noted. First of all, let me get this out the way. Nobody wants to play for the Rockets organization. It's a trash organization. They can't keep their players. Nobody is happy. So of course he's happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Houston is one of those organizations, man. They don't develop talent. They don't just win. I mean, they could get there. They're good regular season warriors, but at the most, that's all they are, just regular season warriors. They don't develop talent and they don't win. So honestly, the San Antonio to me is the best fit for this kid, especially if Popovich is still coaching.
He's gonna
Let's go. Let's rock and roll, man.
10 years now.
Let's rock and roll. Hey, I know where I'm taking my 2K player next year.
He going to San Antonio?
Right.
But I mean, I feel bad for the Pistons, man. They tanked. They tried their best, do everything to get that pick. Not only do you not get him, but you dropped number 5. That's tough.
Number
man.
5 in the NBA is tough.
It is.
It's a big difference.
Draft, you don't even talk about number 1 pick. And I can't name nobody else who's coming out. Really.
Right.
That's tough, man. They tried their hardest to get that pick. You had a 14% chance to get it, and you dropped the 5. It just cursed, man. I mean, they got talent. They're gonna be okay. It's
Yeah,
just still got K. You still got the young boy Ivy. You still got the other big young boy Duran, the big boy. So you got some talent,
You
but
got some pieces for sure. Hell
to get
yeah.
to
right,
get the freshman,
right.
that's it's tough. It's tough. Um, I don't know what you guys landed at in the draft. I mean, a lot of what pick you guys have. Does it
Number
you,
10. We ended
10?
up keeping the number 10 pick.
Okay.
I feel like the Mavericks need to trade it though. They need to bring somebody that's proven. We don't have time to be working on no projects while we got Luca. It's time
Yeah.
to, you know what I'm saying? They gotta flip that pick and bring somebody a proven big or somebody that's gonna
Right.
help help this team get back to where they supposed to be. So but
I
my
see that.
opinion though with the
Oh,
lottery, I think they need to do away with the balls and just go off the team records. I feel like because I
I,
mean,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was
Finish.
gonna say, man, like if you're a team that's tanking, like at the end of the day, like you know what I'm saying, you want to get better. It's like how can you get better? You depending on these balls to fall your way. You know what I'm saying? Pistons perfect example. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all tanking to only come away with like the fifth pick. Like I mean, it's not helpful for these teams and these lower market teams.
I, I feel you on that, but we all know the reason why they're doing it. They don't want teams to be tanking consistently. Like you tank one
Yeah,
year, they don't want the whole Sixers from the early NBA years where they tank for what 3 4 years straight,
yeah,
bad basketball in a big market city. So you're not selling tickets. And for them, it's about money.
I
I
feel
I
that.
I feel you 120%. But a team like the Pistons, who just went all out in the tank and still lost, like, all right, what are we tanking for? We might not get them
Right.
in. So, granted, K did get hurt, so they tanked a little bit because they didn't have a roster anyway. They wanted to be good, so I feel that why not tank? But you get 8 9 teams tanking, get that spot. And one of the closest playoff races we had in a long time, where 2 or 3 games separated a bunch of teams. So I think for them it's just the money thing. I don't think they're gonna
yeah.
change. I think the NBA likes the way they have it. All right, you gonna tank? You still got number 5.
They can play for it. They're already talking about doing an in season tournament. They should have a tournament for the first round pick.
Now that would be
Some
dope.
they need to do something like that. If anything,
So you said at the end of the year have those teams like the five of about 6 teams in the tournament.
yeah, for the first round pick.
So have the lottery teams play in the tournament.
Yeah,
That's a dope
That
concept.
that'll be tough though.
I
would it
mean,
though?
Cause yeah, cause them teams, man, that might create some supers. Some supers. Like if you get a team that's just like kind of decent, but they in the top 6 and they know they can win it, then they just load up again. Shit, they could go back again. Let's go back.
so you think it's
Let's
just
Yeah,
go.
like the Warriors from 2 years ago when everybody was hurt.
Right, like the
So
Warriors
they
when
got
they
yeah,
had
playing
Wiseman. I
now,
was like,
Steph
damn, bro.
playing,
Like,
Clay playing.
hold on.
Yeah, that's
No,
that's
but
fun.
that
It'd
would.
be dope though.
Yeah, yeah. I think the NFL approach is tough because the NFL, of course, gives it to the worst team, but the NBA, they don't have that type of money like the NFL, so they still got to sell these tickets to these lower market teams. So tanking is
yeah,
not always a good thing for the NBA. It's hard to already fill out some of those stands, but I mean, the lottery is a little, it's weird to me, Trill, too.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
no, it's
really fool
definitely
with it, man. It's a little weird, but it was kind of cool to see all the draft picks show up and kind of be like, hey, man, y'all gonna get picked here, so just go on and pull up. That was kind of
I
yeah,
cool
mean, because
watching.
everybody thought
Yeah,
they had a chance to get the Frenchman. So, and like you said, Lucho, it's different from the NFL because the NFL is not every team is not dedicated to one player coming out in the draft.
right,
yeah,
You know
right,
what you want for your team, and that might be that guy for you to be that deal breaker, that change that player. In the
right,
NBA, you want that top player. Everybody want that number one player because he can play on the court all the time. When
yeah,
NFL
right,
is, hey, we need a quarterback, or we need an edge rusher. Well, we need a
Right,
quarterback.
right.
That's
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
go. So
yeah,
you gotta do the lottery that way. I think that
yeah,
playoff concept would be dope for playing
yeah.
playoff for the number one pick. Uh, how we can go right to the playoffs, man. One of the most talked about game sevens was a game seven with the Celtics and 76ers. It was interesting both ways. I mean, you see Tatum go off for 51. We know we
Dang.
can. We know we can do season wise, playoff wise. I think everybody's watching to see what he does in the finals and maybe in the Eastern Conference final because Miami proved they could be some dogs. That's gonna be a fun
Yeah.
season to watch. Um, but they win game seven, they move on. The 76ers lose and a bunch of dominoes fall from that. You get Doc Rivers get fired, uh, Harden opting out of 35 million, which is
Crazy.
crazy. 'Cause I don't think he'll get 35 from anybody, but I think he's at a point where he's ring chasing now. I think
Yeah, he is
get
definitely.
back and take his time, and he will be on the team. And I don't think he's going to ask for 35 million.
Right.
For that. I don't think it's about that. And I think it was crucial for MB to say that we need help. Hmm? He said, "I can't do it. We can't do it by ourselves." What? What do you mean?
Right.
I just think I'll let you guys go and talk about it. But I thought that was an interesting comment. I think everybody thought it was an interesting comment.
Well, first off, you definitely got to show Jason Tatum some love, man. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That game seven, you know what I'm saying? When you got a player that you consider your superstar and they show up the way that he did, putting up 50 points in the deciding game, that's huge. You got to get that man his flowers. He's definitely a superstar. If anybody questioned it, you can't really question it now at this point. Um, I'm not surprised by the 76ers. We all know Doc Rivers' history with these game sevens and these deciding games. He never wins. Uh, it's unfortunate, but like you said, the dominoes have now fallen. I think honestly, when it comes down to the whole situation with James Harden, I feel like they should pursue a sign and trade with Golden State. Go ahead and get James Harden over to Golden State, and then bring Jordan Poole in to Philly. That's just my opinion on it. But the Celtics move on, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with them in Miami. I'm pulling for Jimmy, just because he's a dog. He deserves a ring at some point in his career. But the Celtics is gonna be a tough matchup for him. Jimmy's gonna need some help. He's been getting the help, but I think it'll kind of fizzle out against the Celtics. Celtics got the best defense in the league right now, so
Yeah, and I think I think the everyone got to chill with the Tatum. Is he a superstar or not? Tatum was every bit of a superstar, and like all the other superstars in the NBA, you have bad nights. That don't
yeah,
take nothing away from him. You're gonna have bad nights. We done seen KD struggle 2 years in a row in the playoffs. We seen AD come and go. We seen LeBron come and go. It happens. But can he take over a game? Tatum can definitely take over a game. So
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that slander needs to stop. He's definitely one of the greatest young players right now in the league. And shout out to Celtics for pulling that off. We just kind of see that they have a blueprint. This will be their second year playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. So they're pretty confident. They just got to get over that hump. And against Miami, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough against Miami. With Philly, man, it's tough to see Embiid go out like that because, of course, he's coming off of that MVP year. And just with Harden, man, I mean, at this point, you kind of look in the mirror and just ask, is it me? Like what's going on? We can always catch Harden in a regular season, but I've yet to see playoff Harden, man. I can't really remember playoff Harden moments. Even when he was back in the day, 50 point, 60 point, all point leader. When he got in the playoffs, he shrunk. We didn't see none of that step back, none of that stuff. Like Harden, I remember one time Harden went like a half without scoring in the playoff game.
yeah,
Um, so I mean, Harden, he's definitely ring chasing at this point. Like you said, that Golden State trade, that would be nice to get Harden in that space. Only thing is that, of course, that's going to take the ball out of Curry's hand. And Curry don't definitely need the ball in his hand, but that'll be a nice add-on, a nice flow. I also would like to see Harden in Phoenix. Have him hook back up with KD. He didn't have a problem with KD, man. It was Kyrie.
It was
It was
Kyrie,
Kyrie,
yeah.
man. It was Kyrie. So Harden is definitely ring chasing. He denied the money. Once again, it's gonna be a lit July when that NBA free agency hit, and we'll see. We'll see, man.
I think Harden, though, just going off of what you said, the Harden Golden State fit, I think will work just because, looking at Harden's game, and this past season, he led the league in assists. So, he can facilitate and you know what I'm saying, and get the ball to Steph and Clay and, whoever else they may have.
Because Curry just got to move around. He don't definitely need the ball in his hand at all times. A lot of screens and stuff are set up for him. So, I mean, that definitely could be a fit, have another ball handler and a shooter. Klay Thompson's definitely declining a little bit on the shooting aspect, or he just had a series, but whatever's going on is declining. So yeah, that could be a nice add-on in Golden State.
I mean, for Embiid to say that he needs help, making shots. Making shots. I mean, the game 7. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. You said that last year. You can't be that. You can't say that every year blaming somebody. He was 5 for 18, 0 for 4 for 3. James Harden was 3 for 11, 1 for 5 for 3. Tobias Harris was 7 for 13. He was, he was trying. We got PJ Tucker. I don't understand. I guess he's a starter. He started on 18.
I haven't heard Tobias Harris' name in a while. I forgot about him.
He led the team in scoring. Team scoring, and followed by Maxey. So your two best scorers were 3rd and 4th in scoring. Yeah. So don't say we need help. Or don't.
That pissed me off. Like, bro, that's not your line to say. Like, that is not your line. Like, you didn't show up, Harden didn't show up, and y'all the two main focus of the team. Like, and y'all didn't show up. So how can you? How dare you say that? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
That can't be your cop out every time you fall to somebody, man. And we're gonna real quick talk about Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers getting fired. Y'all kind of talked about it a little bit, man. I think he had one championship with the Celtics in 08, but he has 7 series losses when he's up 3 games to whatever. As a coach, he can't close series out in crucial times. How Marv's Mars, yeah. I mean, I don't know about
Trump.
Yeah, they did. But you hit your basket. You took 19 of them and hit 5 or 6. So you can't blame not having help. You're getting the shots up. Now, if you were scoring and you was going off and your teammates came up short, that's different. Yeah. You can't do it that way and call your teammates out, man. And Doc, man, I mean, he'll find another job if he wants to. He's a good coach. He just, when it comes to crunch time,
a little overrated.
I mean,
let's be honest. He's a little overrated.
He does go to a team that's already had talent. I never seen him have to build a team since the Orlando years with Dwight Howard.
Saw what happened with that.
Yeah, I mean, he they got him to the finals. They lost to the Lakers, but I never seen him team build it, go off. He goes to a team that's already established or has 2 superstars already, and he can't do it. He just simply can't.
No, Doc is definitely overrated in my book. He's had some great teams. Lob City. He's had some good teams, man.
Celtics, Clippers with Paul George and them. So I don't know, man. Yeah, he'll get another gig, man, just because he can get you there. We just go on to the other Eastern Conference team who they're playing against right now, the Heat, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect the Heat to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. I really thought they were gonna lose the first series. That's all right. And then they didn't. Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy is real. And them guys are playing tough. I mean, shout out to Eric Spoelstra, man. Like, I've truly thought after the LeBron and D Wade, all that stuff was going, I thought it'd be it. But he continues to get to fight and get his teams in position, and and Pat Riley seems to love him. So, shout out to Eric Spoelstra, man. But I didn't expect to see them here.
Yeah, nobody really did, honestly. But I mean, that just goes to show it's Jimmy Butler, Hemi Butler. He's a dog, man, and I think I mean, I'm not in that Miami Heat's locker room, but just based off of his demeanor and how he goes out and plays every night, I think he has his team believing. And if you have a player that got you, your role players believing, they're gonna do every little thing they can to back you up and help you get that dub. So, and we're seeing that in Miami, man. Jimmy's a dog, man. Jimmy's a goddamn dog, man. We got to get him his flowers too. Jimmy
Yeah.
is a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah,
But
I want to take it back to, I believe, episode 10. And I brought up the Heat, man. Everybody laughed at me. They were like, nah, the Heat does, man. The Heat ain't good. I didn't, I didn't see the Heat getting where they are right now. I don't think anybody did. They got Kyle Lowry out there, pedestrian, but he getting the job done. I think when Tyler Hero went down early, everybody kind of counted them out. I know I did. I was like, they don't have supposedly one of their best shooters. What they gonna do? But you see, with Steve, what's his name, Spoelstra, they play a lot of team basketball, man. Of course, Jimmy Butler have his big games, but it's a lot of team basketball going on and a lot of defense. But yeah, man, Spoelstra, man, you got to get everybody need to give him his credit also. I mean, he's starting to become a regular in the playoffs. To me, he is more credible than Doc Rivers is. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. They ask you want Spoelstra or Doc Rivers? Who you taking?
that's real.
I might go with Spoelstra. Man. So, yeah, shout out to my
Ain't no Mike.
yeah,
Ain't no Mike. You can say because he won with LeBron, then, but he's still doing it without him. He's still
right.
That shows a lot.
He was scrappy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So shout out to Miami, man. And I wish them the best. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. It's gonna be a good series. This is gonna be a real good series. You're gonna see a lot of fight from both teams. They both of these teams have a lot of heart. A lot of heart.
That starts tonight too, I believe, right?
They're playing right now.
Right now.
They're playing right now.
Yeah.
We can talk about what we thought the Lakers and Nuggets game was going to be, but we saw the game one last night and it got ugly early. Lakers came back. They didn't lost by 2, I think, right? They cut it down, lost by 2. And man, Joker's a problem. That unathletic guy is a problem. And you sit and watch him, you see him run up down the court, like, AD gonna handle that. I ain't worried about that. 15 and 15 in the first half, like dominating the boards, blocks, assists. He's a musician, man. Like
he's different.
He's different. He's definitely different, man. And
Joker sees the game of basketball different.
Yep.
He definitely sees. He looks at the game different. Some of his passes are so casual, but they just so. I don't know. He know how to manipulate the defense and get that pass, man. Yeah. He definitely does.
Watching that game last night, man, the Lakers frustrate me because they would come down and shoot 10 threes in a row. Don't even try to attack. Everybody's pulling threes. There's a three. There's another three. Like, bro, attack. Yeah. I mean, LeBron, he sets the tone. He come pull his set shot contested three. And it's good when he makes it. But if he doesn't, like, all right, we already down.
Hey, I'm tired of them LeBron threes, man. I'm tired of them LeBron threes, man. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it.
It makes it look even bad because if I'm not mistaken, I think they was down by 3 points. And LeBron James had Jamal Murray on him. Like Murray's only
shot a 3.
6'3".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he just pulled up and shot a 3. Like, no, go attack the basket. The worst case scenario, they draw a foul. You got to shoot your free throws.
Right.
But, I mean, come on, man. You got to chill out them threes, man. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to attack, like you say, you got to attack that basket, man.
Right.
You're fucking monster in that paint, dog. Like, come on.
It's not just him because he sets the tone. When he starts shooting threes, now granted, Roy Hachimura, he's been hitting them. But then for everybody else who's coming down, everybody D-Lo, he's throwing up threes. He was so bad. He stayed after the game and shooting threes after the game, still in uniform.
Yeah, he didn't even show up for that game at
He was
all.
he was shooting. He was throwing them up there. But I think they took Denver for granted. I think they thought they could play a certain pace, and Denver has
Right.
depth. That's one thing about Denver.
They
They can
do.
match. They match the Lakers' depth as far as people come off the bench.
Yep.
All right, well, Joker gonna go out for 8-9 minutes. We got the backups in who can still hoop. KCP still doing
Right.
this thing.
That 12th man is Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, but don't feel like pressure. They're like pressure free throws. I don't know.
He is a big one
It's
against
more
Golden
pressure in
State.
the first half when you're still
As
throwing
much as
threes.
I defend LeBron, I mean it has to be some kind of truth to that because I mean you had Murray on you, like you're 6'8", you're being guarded by somebody that's 6'3", but you pull up for a three. Like no, you go at his chest and draw a foul. Simple
Which
as
he
that.
usually does. He's done the majority of the playoffs. When he get in attack mode, like after that Dylan Brooks game, when Dylan Brooks said what he said, he went into attack mode, took over. I think they was trying to fill Denver out and it got too out of hand, and you kind of closed it late. It was late, but man, I got to do something about Joker, man.
They don't play with Denver.
No,
I mean they that's not the team to do that again.
and I don't know what's going on with their switches. Like you look up, they switch, and somebody's wide open in the corner for a three, wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's the vision of Joker too. He's a great passer, and they run a great offense through him. Everything goes through him.
I do trust Game. I do trust Ham and LeBron, man. They're gonna get some straightening out. They're gonna look back on this film and they're gonna get some. It's gonna be a chess match. That's one thing that I do give to Ham. Ham makes adjustments, and you can see it. Just like with the Golden State game, they had to switch some things up. That's the beauty of basketball, man. You got these 7-game series, and it's really a chess match. We're gonna try this, see if it works. If it does, we're gonna keep going with it. So, I think the Lakers got a good chance in Game 2 to get a dub, but we'll see. We'll see.
Do you feel like the Lakers need to possibly put out a bigger lineup against Denver?
No, I like the lineup. It's just you got to be able to. Somebody has to rebound. Somebody has to box out and get a board. Bigger for them is not the best starting off. They like to hit the ball and run on a fast break, but you can't settle for threes. Like they come down on 3-on-1 and somebody's pulling a three, like a tag. You playing right to different hands who just a better, a good, the same, probably the better fast break team than you are. So you give them what they want. They remind me of the Phoenix Suns and Mike D'Antoni offense last night on a fast break. They're not settling for the shots they don't want to take. They're taking their shots that they usually take and hit. And I think they took Joker for granted, man, because Jesus Christ.
No, they were just throwing up shit. Like
his shot
it got so bad that Murray hit a jump shot in LeBron's face. Like he just threw that boy up. And LeBron he gave him a thumbs up. Like, bro, like it was that crazy last night. Like they was just throwing up shit.
And all that just lose by 2. So, like Nucho said, I trust I trust they're gonna, like you said, make adjustments to Game 3. Hopefully we'll see a different team come out. Please stop showing me. I know everybody say y'all love them when they make them. Yeah, but when they don't, they look crazy. They look crazy.
LeBron need a 4-3 minute that maximum. That's it. Only 4 threes, LeBron. Only 4. A game, bro. No more than 4. He be shooting 8 and 7, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, we didn't see too much of Lonnie, man. Lonnie was big in this. I mean, I think Dennis Schroeder started that game. I don't know, man. I think I don't like when you try to if he's the bench works for him, don't get in the series trying to change them. I know like Nucho says game 1. They feel it, but dude got you there. If he come off the bench, he's better come off the bench. Keep it that way. Why change trying to be outsmart yourself the first game of the Western Conference Finals against the number 1 seed? I know nobody takes them serious as number 1 seed for the last 2 years, but it might be different. All right, man, we can close it out by talking about them Suns, man. I don't know what in the world is gonna happen with them, man. I mean, when KD was traded to them, I think the whole world like, oh well, here's our champs. You got two of the best scorers in the league. You got one of the best point guards ever played in the league, and they just couldn't get it done. They look like babies playing against the Nuggets, man. Like I don't what do they do next? What do they need to do? I know they gave up that KD trade. You got KD, yes. You got 30-some-year-old, 33, 34-year-old KD. Great. Then you get up your young bench players, young up and coming. Cam Johnson. You just give him up. Like I would have tried to negotiate to try to keep him just because what he is off the bench.
Yep.
Then you have no answer when your 37-year-old point guard goes out. And you have no answer at point guard. So now your shooting guard is playing point guard.
And then I remember we talked when this trade went down and everybody was ready to say Phoenix was gonna win the championship. I said the only thing that's gonna mess them up is health. And what messed them up? Chris Paul went down. They couldn't win. They couldn't go on without Chris Paul. I think another thing that also was a problem with Phoenix, that whole DeAndre Ayton and Monty Williams situation. I don't think they was beyond that. I think they were still kind of clashing behind the scenes a little bit. And of course, that's gonna mess up your chemistry right there alone. DeAndre Ayton, I just feel like he didn't give a damn, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like they had his presence. I feel like if they had the number one pick, DeAndre Ayton, and he gave a damn, the Phoenix will make a lot more noise than what they did. But because of that, and then Monty Williams, being out coached, and then Chris Paul going down, they sitting at home now. So
right.
Yeah, I mean, you saw DeAndre Ayton on some plays where he wasn't even going for the rebound. He watched the ball and then
he was watching.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm finally coming around to what Lupo said. Aiden is soft. He is soft, and you let that bother you from your job. Like this is your job. This is your career. If you let a class with everybody have issue with a supervisor argument, but that ain't affect your job because that's your income. Now you look crazy. It's one of the MVP. Your chance to do something, give it a attempt. Like it's time for he was on the floor.
Right.
So bad. That's one especially is getting the rebound. Especially back in Texas, right? Come on, Texas, right?
Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona.
That was you lost your team. So you got him in his head. CP3 goes down again, which I don't understand. Have a backup plan. This man is showing us for years that the playoffs is not his thing. He'll help get you there. He'll help get you there.
Yeah.
Playoffs start, like, something's gonna go down. And then they didn't have no answer. And I hate that Monty Williams got fired. I think he's a good coach. And Marv said he depends too much on CP3. But if you got a guy like that on your team, mentally one of the best guys to have out there, I don't think it's dependent on him too much. I just think he's Chris Paul. And the fact you didn't have a backup plan for him, because when he was on the floor, KD and Book went off, especially in the beginning of the playoffs. Now you got Book kind of being in the ball handling a little bit. It takes him out his game.
I want to point something out too, just real quick. What another thing that messed them up, and a lot of people don't even notice, is that Phoenix had it in their mind that they was going to get Derrick Rose. But Derrick Rose pretty much told New York that he didn't mind staying with New York and he didn't want to get bought out. Because New York was ready to buy him out, and Phoenix was going to make a move on Derrick Rose to back up CP3. Now, I don't know if that would have been a move that would have, got them over the hump, but it would have been real interesting to see what could have happened, when CP3 went down and, Derrick Rose was backing them up. So, but that also messed them up too. And now you got to go back to Cameron Payne.
So, that's what I'm saying.
Cameron Payne, he had a big last game, but it's a difference between a person that can set up plays and a score. It's a big difference in point guards. There's many different type of point guards, but some point guards just know how to set up the offense, reset the offense. Okay, we got an offensive rebound back. Let's reset this offense, get it back right. Phoenix was, I can't really say that was a disappointment because we kind of expected them to struggle just the fact that they didn't play that long. They do have superstar players, and we do expect KD to perform. But after I've seen what KD did in Brooklyn, I know what type of dude KD is. He's a scorer. He can take over. He can take over the game sometimes, but if you rough up KD, you put some pressure on him, you can make it tough for him. You can definitely make it tough for him. And Booker's not quite there yet, but he's a good second piece. He's a good Robin. Booker is a great Robin, probably one of the best Robins in the league. He's a great secondary player, but
you
he's
really
not
feel like
quite.
He's a Robin?
On that team, on that team,
I mean, to me, Booker hasn't hit that level yet to just. I haven't seen take over Book yet.
I mean, he has put up a set. He has a 70-point game.
Right. He didn't have some good games. He had some good games in that last series. But like Tatum does, Tatum taking over that series from the rooter to the tutor, from beginning to the end. It's gonna end with Tatum. Book, I don't think Book got there yet. He's not there. I wouldn't put Book and Tatum in the same category.
Aren't they the same age?
Yeah,
I think Book might be
a little older.
Yeah. If you put Booker on Boston right now, they would have been out in the first round. But Booker's not. He's not really built like that. I don't think so.
He's not even Robin on that team. He's Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman, KD, Robin is CP, and Alfred is Book.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. Y'all
he's Booker, man. He's Alfred, man.
Y'all tripping with that, man.
He's definitely. Yeah, he's not quite there yet. He's not quite there yet.
Yeah,
he's coming up. He's coming up, but I'll be honest with you. If you gave me a choice between Jamal Murray and Booker, I'm taking Murray. I'm sorry. I'm taking Murray.
No.
I'm taking Murray, man. Give me Murray, man. Murray got that killer in him.
I don't know about that one. That's tough because
I'm taking Murray.
I ain't seen Murray put up 71 points. I don't think he ever will.
That's cool. That's cool.
And Murray plays on a team with the MVP. Like, take out Joker. When have you seen Murray take over a game? I'll wait.
Murray didn't have some big. Bubble Murray was a problem.
The bubble year.
Bubble Murray was a problem, man.
We said the same thing about TJ Warren. Now he's an eighth man on the. He's an eighth man on the Nets. We said the same thing about TJ Warren. Oh, watch out for Warren. Now he's the eighth man, and he's not even in.
Now Booker is cool, man. I think he just got one more hump to get over because. If Booker is really that dude, then we really got to look at Phoenix as a bigger disappointment. If he's really that dude, because if you got two superstars in KD and Devin Book, they're supposed to bring it in. But I just don't think Booker's quite there yet. But if Booker is that dude,
is Booker a superstar?
I don't think so yet. I don't think so, man. If he is, I'm expecting a lot more from that series.
Man.
If Booker's a superstar, I'm expecting Phoenix to be playing right now. And if he is, that's a tough disappointment.
How many guys you taking Book over, though, Trio? I know you said that's tough, but how many guys that you consider a superstar are you taking them over? Are you taking them over Josh?
Nah.
You taking them over
not
LeBron?
Are we talking about today's LeBron?
Yeah, today. You taking Book over today's LeBron?
If you had to go into a playoff series.
You take him over Steph?
Nah.
Tatum?
No.
I see Booker.
Jaylen Brown?
That's what I said. I see Booker around at Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown will lock you up. Book ain't playing on defense. Nah, I'm not. I'm taking.
I see Booker in that Jaylen Brown bracket. That's where Booker is.
Over Jaylen Brown. He's under Jaylen Brown to me.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown a dog.
Is he top 10, top 15 right now? Devin
Booker? Nah.
You're not top 15?
I gotta get my list together, but
I don't know, man.
It'd be a stretch. It'd be tough.
Damn, that's tough.
It'd be a stretch. It'd be
tough. That's tough, man. I just can't. Man. Like the buzz really got to Phoenix when they got KD. It was no buzz when it was just CP, Aiden, and Booker. Nobody was scared of them. It wasn't. Right. And once they got KD, like all right, they can make some noise. Now they got their Superman. They wasn't saying that when it was just when it was the three. Because what they say we need, most teams have a big three. And the big three in Phoenix before KD, CP, Aiden, and Book.
Mm-hmm.
Was y'all worried about them?
Yeah, I mean that's only because Aiden ain't the one to play for them fools no more.
You can say Aiden, but I wanted to call Aiden was just part of the big three because it was a three. But it's Aiden. Like it's Book. Book is supposed to be that guy. And I'm not saying, whoa, what's Cap? No, Mark. What's Cap? What's Cap? Who made the finals without KD? Who made the finals without KD? I'm waiting for this.
Book and Phoenix did.
They've been to the finals, right?
When they lost to Milwaukee.
They did.
Yeah.
But who remembers that? I didn't even remember that. It was so like
it happened. It happened.
I wasn't worried about
Nobody
that.
remembered the loser.
I forgot about that. I forgot about it.
Man, they did.
Hey, end of the day, like I said, he's Alfred. He's not on that team right
That's
now.
Disrespectful, bro.
It's
I'm sorry.
Disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
I gave him Robin.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it was.
I gave him Robin.
I'm giving him Alfred, man, because you put a 71. You light skin. You dated Kardashian. You hit a couple of threes. No,
I just don't think
he be trying to be tough out there. Like
I just don't think the NBA doesn't fear Booker yet. I don't think they fear
nobody
him
fears
yet.
Booker.
I don't think they fear Booker yet.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think they fear Booker yet. We know he can score. And we know we could get hot, but I don't think they really fear him yet.
Hey, Mark, you're not here to defend yourself, so ha.
What do you need to see from Booker at this point to be like, okay, but he got it?
I think kind of like we all remember Luka in that Phoenix series last year. What was that, in the playoffs? Or even Luka versus the Clippers. I think we need to see that really just take over. Like, it's going to be through me, and I'm about to get this done. Just watch me, y'all. Y'all just come with me. Just come with me. I'm about to do this. Let's go. Kind of what Tatum does in Boston. It's just that with Tatum, sometimes his numbers are ugly. Like the other night, he put up 36, but he was like 8 for 20-something. And then the other night, he drops 50. But, we need to be able to be like, Book, can we get on your back, man? Can you take us there? Can you take us? When we looked at Luka in that Clippers series, we was like, Luka, you all we got, baby. Like, do your thing. Whatever you down with, we down with. Let's do it. I don't think Booker has got there yet. Not saying he won't.
Well, I
don't think he got there yet, man.
So,
but I like Booker. I like Booker.
I'm not saying I dislike him. I'm not saying
I like Booker.
Booker is a very solid to good player. Solid to good. Very disrespectful. All right.
Mark, what's your take on Book?
No, hold on. Before Mark go. He's a good, solid to good player. We did the top 15. I can name. I'm gonna get my list together real quick while y'all doing y'all discussion, and I can have 14 players I'll take over. But and this may be shallow of me to say this, but whenever you thought Book in the season, like, that's an MVP candidate. Look how he's carrying this team. MVP. Have any of you guys thought about that?
Last year. Or was it the year before last? It was
someone went to the finals.
He was doing this thing, and I think it was the year they went to the finals.
The one we forgot about? Well, I forgot about?
Yeah, the one you forgot about.
I definitely forgot about that. But go ahead, Mar. Go ahead, Mar.
I think Book is a top 15 player. I just think that because of we've had other players that were like Book that just filled it up. People like Michael Redd, just straight shooters. But it's his defense that's got to pick up to me. You know what I'm saying? If he want to be feared, he got to play both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I get that.
And not be compared to Michael Redd. You just compared Devin Booker to Michael Redd.
I mean, he was just a straight shooter. Right now, I feel like he's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? But he don't play both sides of the ball. Well, he played defense. He's just not that. He's not like, disruptive or, you know what I'm saying, got no dog in him. You know what I'm saying? It could be him just being so light skinned. I don't know.
But all right, well, Steph don't play defense like that. Well, no, I can't say he don't play defense.
Nah,
Steph
is top 5.
Steph gets steals, and as a point guard, I think he in the top 10 for rebounds.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, you look at him as a straight shooter, right? Same category as you put Booker in.
But his shooting is different than Booker's shooting. Like,
okay, Mario, I'm gonna ask since you in here. I'm gonna do the same thing I did the trio a second ago. Would you take him over some of these superstars you kind of plan to put him in? Will you take him over Kawhi?
Elite two-way player? No.
Okay, that's one. Will you take him over Tatum?
No.
That's 2. Will you take him over LeBron?
Nope.
That's 3. Will you take him over AD?
Street clothes?
Come on, man.
At least I know I'm gonna get 60 games out of Booker.
Hold on. If we're going off of that, then we need to go back to that Kawhi. We need to go back to Kawhi.
That's it. Same thing about Kawhi.
Never available.
But you said Kawhi easy.
All right, I'll take AD. I'll take AD.
All right. Curry.
Luka.
We up to 6.
No, you're not taking him.
You thinking about it? Oh, wow.
Luka plays 0
D.
Luka plays no D at all.
I don't need you play D. You're Luka. Oh,
that's super cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
I'm taking Luka. I'm taking Luka, but I would have to be like, what do I need right now?
That was I thought that was
nothing to debate about that at all.
Oh yeah, Marv. What you drinking, bro?
I'll take Luka. Who else you got on your list?
Hold on. Let's take a second to think about that. You didn't hesitate with Kawhi, AD, but as soon as you said Luka, you sat and thought about it. I thought that was
because Luka gives you he don't give you nothing on defense. He might.
What are you talking about?
He's a franchise-changing player
every night, bro.
He's a point guard though, so I'm gonna take him because he's gonna run your offense. He's gonna get his points. He can get a triple double. He get triple doubles. I'll take Luka. He just bothers me because he gives me nothing on defense.
I don't want you to play defense if you're doing what you're doing against the.
I want my guys to play both sides of the ball. That's just me though.
Why are you saying he gives you nothing on defense?
Luka don't play D.
Yes, he does.
He don't play defense, man.
Yes, bro, I watch this man faithfully every night, bro. He does play defense. It ain't flashy defense, but he does play defense.
Now, granted, I did say early on in the season I wouldn't pay to see, and I was mistaken. I had to apologize. I would love to go see Luka play. He reminds me of a smaller version of Joker. Like he's not athletic. You don't see Don't worry about him.
Man, I ain't trying to piss you off, Phil, but he don't play no defense, bro.
Yes, he does, bro.
He played because he got to run to the other side of the court, but he don't play no defense.
Nah, bro. Luka gonna give you at least a steal or 2 in the game, bro.
I gotta see it. I don't see him going all out on defense, but maybe that's because he got to save it all because he got to score on that team. The way the team is structured, he got to be the lead scorer to win.
Okay, so you saying Luka? What about I have somebody in my mind. Jaylen Brown. Will you take Book or Jaylen Brown?
I probably take Jaylen Brown.
That's 8. Why did he want him or Giannis?
Giannis.
That's 9.
What about Damian Lillard?
I'm taking Damian Lillard.
That's 10.
No, you taking Joker. No, you taking Embiid.
Taking Joker. Taking Embiid.
I'm taking Joker. I'm taking Embiid. I'm taking
Butler.
I'm taking Butler for sure. I'm taking PG.
Okay, so he's out of your top 15. So
PG 13. I said I had him at 14 or 15.
You said top 15.
What about Kawhi? Was Kawhi
We already
mentioned?
said Kawhi. We already said Kawhi.
He said no brainer for Kawhi, but he had to think about it for AD because of the injury.
So yeah, I got him at 14 or 15.
What?
What about Kyrie? What about Kyrie? Kyrie with his head on straight.
I'm taking Kyrie.
What about James Harden?
Man,
I'm taking Book.
At this point in age, I might agree with you on that one.
Over
No,
Harden.
over James Harden. Over Harden.
Yeah, Harden. Yeah. But so my point is, he's you going down to star levels. You went for superstar. Now you're going out to just star. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I didn't. I never said he was a superstar, but he like fringe. He fringe. That's what I said. For me, he was 14, 15.
I think you're seeing peak Book right now. You're seeing peak Book. In my opinion. But so what's KD gonna do next? He's staying in Phoenix. Is he staying in Phoenix number one? And if so, what has to happen? Because I was against the whole he went to Golden State and they Steph and them wasn't for Steph and them being in Golden State he wouldn't have won, but it's starting to look like that every season ever since the Warriors days. Having that space on the floor, you having a prime Clay, you still having a prime KD, Steph, Draymond for what it's worth was in his prime. And you have prime KD, so he hasn't had the same luck since he left. I mean, it's the Brooklyn thing. We've never seen it come to this full fruition because injuries and they just didn't get along. And then what's next for KD?
Keep chasing the rings, baby.
He still got 3 years, I think, on that deal.
You think he'll stay in Phoenix?
I mean, he really ain't got no choice.
I think he has to, man. I think he has to. Like, I'm tired of seeing this, bro. He does, bro. I'm tired of seeing this, bro. I'm tired of seeing KD go, bro. Get it together somewhere, bro. Like, the more he move, the more I think it's starting. I'm not gonna say it's making him look bad, but it's definitely
making him
bad.
look
Like your best team was the super team, was the best super team of all time that won whatever. Like, bro, like I don't know, bro. I'm tired of seeing KD switch teams, man. I wanted KD to stay in Brooklyn because I felt like they could get the job done in Brooklyn. I really did, but I'm tired of it, man. I don't want to hear no more comparisons. Him and Bron are not the same. Bron could get a team to a championship. KD, he can't. It's proof. We've seen it, bro. He can't. He can't. Not by himself.
Because
he had help.
He hasn't been to a final since the Warriors, right?
Since the Warriors.
That's tough.
And granted, he was out for a whole season and a half, but still, that didn't make him better. That Brooklyn thing was as bad as the KG Brooklyn days when they traded all those guys and didn't work out. Brooklyn keeps making that same mistake. That's twice.
KD's definitely a better scorer, but man, I mean, what's good if you're a better scorer if you can't do it when it counts? Because they was on his ass out there in Denver. Denver was on his ass, man. But man, we'll see.
So let me ask you
stay in Phoenix, KD. Build it.
Let me ask y'all questions. I did ask this question. We compared KD to Book, and we all said I think somebody said Book right now. With KD feeling like we see him in crunch times and crucial games, and I think Marv said in the chat when he gets pushed, he don't push back. Like that mentality, that I don't know if it's a mentality thing or he's so dependent on having those superstars to have his back when he needs them. Does that I'm trying to put it together, does that garnish his legacy? His legacy is I won 2 rings with the Warriors. Everybody else, I try to do it as the top dog. I get pushed around and we lose. Is that a big stain on his legacy?
Definitely is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So when you look at his resume, you're gonna be like, okay, you only got the job done when you had to go with Steph. What did you do when you wasn't with Steph? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. It's definitely a stain Yeah, I'm with Trill, man. It's definitely a stain on the resume for how bad. And don't get me wrong, KD is an amazing NBA player, one of the greatest we've seen. The height, the shooting, everything. But the proof is in the pudding, man. He's a good scorer. That's what he is to me. He's just a great scorer.
I was about to ask
he's
you.
a good scorer, man. He's a great scorer, but other than that, I can't put KD up there with the Jordans, the LeBrons, the Magics. I can't put KD up there. He's gonna be a great scorer. He's gonna be remembered. But the number one thing that people are gonna remember him for is going to Golden State to win that championship.
Yeah.
That nothing. KD never was able to do it without something genuinely that he put together. He had to go and join the super team that put him out of the playoffs the year before, join them the next year, and then got a ring. That's who he is.
That's the toughest thing right there. You go.
That's who he is.
So, real quick, Mara, before. Oh, go ahead, Mara. Go ahead, Mara.
I was just gonna say that what I give KD kudos for is the OKC team that faced Miami but came up short. I feel like if they would have stayed together instead of blowing that up,
they had no choice but to blow it up though. But I feel you though.
But that team could have probably gotten him a ring without being with Steph.
Brooklyn too.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean KD, he just also
he got 1 point right now. I'm sorry. He got 1 point right now.
The other thing about KD is I don't know if y'all noticed it, but it seemed like these injuries have affected his defense. Like you can get off on KD. If you're not afraid of KD, you can get off on him. He's not gonna muscle you up.
No, get physical with him.
Like, and I felt like when he was with Golden State Warriors, his defense was way better.
Yeah,
like during that time period,
it was. He was rebounding, blocking. His defense, he was playing hungry.
So
he was playing hungry.
His defense is in decline right now, and his offense looked like it's starting to decline a little bit.
Now I do agree with more. You haven't had more time, so yeah, this season is gonna be big for them if they keep the pieces together. But they gotta get some help off that bench. One team against Miami. Oh, okay. I was like, okay. Yeah, the sports best thing. Yeah, you're starting to see a couple things. You hear whispers about it be, like it was back in the old days when the mafia ruled the sports world. It's something to keep your eye out for. But my question I want to ask, this may be a crazy question to ask, but did we put KD too high on this as rating him as a overall player? Like, did we have him being too? Yeah, he's 6'10", he got handles, he can score. He had some good playoff runs in the early OKC days. Beating Kobe and them, and getting to the finals against LeBron. Did we overrate him early, and we kind of had to stick with it because we put him top 5?
I don't think so. I think I don't think so, man. I think KD is an amazing player. Like I said, you won't never see another KD again. You won't. The dude is amazing. 6 foot, can handle the ball. 7 foot, can handle the ball and shoot from any and everywhere. I think where KD downfall was, honestly, was leaving Golden State. I would have respected KD more. Honestly, if he would have just been like, I'm the villain. I'm in Golden State, but I'm winning these rings. I'm here. I'm winning these rings. KD tried to go out, and of course, he wanted to prove it to the world, and we all want to see it. But he tried to go out. He's like, okay, I'm going to Brooklyn. I'm going to show y'all I can do something. It didn't work out. And then, I want to trade now. Wait, we like, hold on, KD. Wait, bro, you want to trade? You put this stuff together. How you want to trade? How do you want to trade? You put all this together. So I think that's when his career kind of started to take a tarnish. Like, honestly, if he would have stayed in Golden State and just been that dude, it might have been impossible. Draymond probably would have had to go. Some other pieces would have had to move. But I think, Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
don't
that
hesitate.
probably would have been KD probably best bet. But we had him on. Everybody had him on such a high pedestal, man, just because the way he scored and everything. But he's not that leader on the court. But he's definitely a great scorer, though. But it tarnished him. Definitely tarnished him.
I feel like he was properly rated. I mean, it was LeBron and then it was KD.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I viewed it. And even to this day, like I mean, you got to give it to KD. I mean, he's definitely a different talent. He can
He
put the
is
ball
special.
easily. You know, he's a bucket. He's a walking bucket. But like Nucho said though, his downfall definitely was when the whole beef happened with Golden State. Because I think like Nucho said, and I feel the same way. I would have respected a whole lot more if he was just in Golden State and just been and embraced that villain role and just stayed
Just
there and just
embraced
kept
it.
getting rings. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I agree with you on that. I think that's definitely his downfall. But when it's all said and done, though, I mean, I know for me personally, when I look at KD and I look at his resume, I'm always gonna say, you went to Golden State, you went to a 73-9 and got a ring. Like I have to put an asterisk by it at the end of the day. I
Man.
have to.
Right.
But I mean, again, too, another thing we got to factor into it as well, and to answering the question, what went wrong in Phoenix, he got hurt during the season. They really didn't have time to build that chemistry. You know what I'm
True.
saying? When he did
True.
come back, it was like a week before the playoffs started, and then boom, it's the playoffs. So, but we'll see what happens. I think they'll be all right if they get the right pieces. They get an actual point guard that can stay healthy. I think they'll be all right, and I think they'll still make noise in the West.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on what D Moore said, man. He says Kyrie fault what happened in Brooklyn.
I'll get it.
Go ahead. Oh, that's why KD left. It could be some truth to that, but I also think it could be a truth to that because when Harden was the first one to leave, right? Harden was out. That's how they ended up having Simmons, KD, and Kyrie, and then the injuries didn't help either. They couldn't really get that full team going, especially with the young talent with Claxton and some of the pieces they had over there. We couldn't really see that full team really go at it. And, Ben Simmons, I would love to see that early Ben Simmons. We saw it early on in Philly with Kyrie, KD, by Ben Simmons being a primary ball handler. I would love to see that come to life, but man, we didn't get to see it. And like, yeah. I mean, like Ucho said, we've seen these guys we've never seen before. You see a 6'10" guy who can dribble, shoot, do everything we need, and you got Ben Simmons, a 6'10" point guard we ain't seen like that since the Magic day. Coming in, who will be the primary, be a lockdown defender, primary ball handler. But at least Magic did shoot some threes, and he wasn't Steve Kerr, but he could throw some threes when he had. Oh, we seen Giannis throw a three. Giannis wide open, he gonna put it. He ain't got the best 3-point percentage,
but he gonna take it.
Are we drinking on? Yeah, I've clearly been drinking tequila for a minute since we started.
Water and Gatorade today.
Water and Gatorade. Marvin, you had some red over there. You pulled out 3 cups straight when we was talking about KD.
But I just had some red wine.
Okay. All right, man. So yeah, man. Hey, good show, y'all. Appreciate everybody for jumping in with the comments. D Morris, Mar was here with us.
Yeah, Demo, hit me up, bro. I've been waiting on you to hit me up.
We gotta have Demo on the show, man. Like he's one of the guys that's been consistent in here. We got Alicia, we got Ralph, one of the guys. And I don't think it's comments. Oh yeah, so this guy right here, Avery Jones. I knew him for a long time. We were neighbors for a long time. Man, he hit me up privately, and said, "Hey man, I love what y'all doing. I love the topics y'all doing." He gave us some topics to talk about. So man, we got people watching, man. We try to be consistent and give y'all what y'all want. Like he gave us some things he wanted to talk about, and I added a couple of things he wanted us to talk about. So man, we listen. We if you throw some comments in there, throw some things in there y'all want us to talk about, we definitely listen. We look out for them. But appreciate everybody for jumping in, checking us out. Like I said, we're doing it every other week. You guys want to hear early? I was explaining to everybody. We're doing it every 2 week thing. Summertime's coming up. We got things to do with our family. We try to balance things out. We're doing this. We got things off of this too that we like to do. I'm coaching. Mars coaching. We all got kids. We all got kids in different activities. So we want to make sure we get the space that we need to do. We do every other week. Now, when things pick up, we go back to weekly. But for now, man, y'all been enjoying it. Our last episode had the most views we had in a long time. So
that's what's up.
If that's the case, we'll keep doing like this. Y'all seem to love it, and we'll keep doing like this, man, until we see otherwise. But thank you everyone for showing up, comments, messages, everything, man. Anything y'all want to say before we jump out?
Nah, just shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all showing love, commenting, you know what I'm saying, and just rocking out with us, man. Like y'all, we definitely appreciate that, man. I've been doing the podcast thing for a good little minute, even before, I jumped on with this one. So, and ever since I jumped on with this one, it's been nothing but like just good vibes and positive energy just from everybody that's been showing love. So, I'll fuck with it. I rock with y'all boys, man.
Oh, for sure, yeah, man. It's good to keep a good thing grow. I don't know how long have we been at this, Viz?
Hey, that's funny you said that. It's about to be a year. I think it's been a year. This episode, next episode to be a year.
That's what
we was talking about. I was talking with the guys, the founder of this of SED. Well, we're the founder, but the ANEP crew with with Moan, Ralph, Zoe, and Marcus. We was talking about doing a yearly anniversary thing, man. So we're about to be a year in. Just reflect on things we talked about and how we've grown since that year. But man, you guys have been rocking with us, man. We have a consistent fan base that rock with us every time we on, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. So man, as long as y'all keep watching, we'll keep doing it, and it's something that we love to do. I knew when we got the team together, we talked about the crew we're gonna have. It's the crew that we wanted, and we give y'all the best content that we can give. Like I said, there's 4 guys drinking, talk about what we love, which is sports, and everything in between.
All right. Good show, bro.
Yes, sir. So, like I said, man, it's not this. The season. No. I want to appreciate everybody, man. Let you know that we see the comments, we see what y'all say, we see the like. We just like to show y'all love. Y'all showing us love. We will ask for entertainment. What we need. If you want to hear some entertainment stuff from us, we're not gonna get into the gossipy stuff. That's not what we do. But anything entertaining as far as like some rap beef, we throw it in there. We could definitely talk about some Charleston. What's his name? Charleston Lucho boy. What's his name? Charleston White. Wherever that guy is, we can definitely talk about that because he's interesting. And no, like I said, not season finale, but we have to show everybody love, man. Show us love. Yeah, Demo. He's a big Charleston White fan. But like I said, man, other than that, man, we out, man. I think I am. You gotta call me out. Anyway, that's our show. We out. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So
2 weeks. Vizzle up the yak, man.
I got that tequila, man. It's my second cup. See y'all. We out.
We out.